What's up, guys? It is Carly here bringing you day number 10 of my 25 days of Christmas horror. And yes, I am still in my horror room, but I was filming a self-tape audition for a movie and did not feel like moving. So I'm in the boring corner of that room because it's the only space in my house that doesn't have posters on it, pretty much. Anyway, to get into the movie, I'm going to be doing Black Christmas from 2006, and I actually don't own this movie somehow. I thought I did. I could have sworn I did, but I only own the original, so I don't even have a copy of it to hold up and throw all over the place like usual. But Black Christmas 2006. It is, of course, the remake to the 70s Black Christmas, and the film follows pretty much the same type of plot. It's a group of sorority girls. They're having their Christmas party. It's about to be Christmas break, and this one, well, it's not exactly the same because in this one, Billy, like the character of Billy, like there's already this legend of this like crazy guy named Billy, and there's like this lore behind it, where in the original it was kind of a big, like, no one knew who this guy was. He was just some weirdo that started calling and harassing these girls at the house. And yeah, so in this one there's more backstory and stuff like that, but these girls essentially, their what do you call it, sorority house was allegedly the home of Billy, and every year they do like a Secret Santa, and someone gets Billy's gift. They include him in it, and yeah, it's just like a big urban legend type of thing that turns out to maybe have some truth behind it. And these girls, of course, start getting killed one by one. So yeah, Black Christmas 2006. A lot of people hate on this one. They think, first of all, the backstory stuff is ridiculous. This movie had like more of the, I guess, supermodel-esque actresses in it, where, that was kind of a big thing in the 90s and 2000s. You get like the hottest people alive to be in all these movies. That stuff doesn't really bother me, as long as the acting's okay, which I think it is serviceable in this film for what it is. I mean, it's a fun slasher movie, and that's what it's supposed to be, and that's the way I've always kind of viewed it. I've always enjoyed this remake. I think it does a good job of kind of nodding to the original. One thing I really appreciate is that they do get, I don't know her name, but the actress that played Phyllis in the original film comes back in this movie and plays the house mother. And I think it's cool because it's not like just a cameo appearance, which you get with a lot of these remakes. They'll have like someone from the original come back and get killed like right away, or just be there for a split second, maybe not even have any lines or anything like that. It's just like, oh, there they are. In this movie, the lady actually plays a character, and she's in the film for a good bit. Spoiler, I guess, she does, if you've never seen this, but she does get killed, and it's in a very stupid way. So that's one thing that I think is a little flawed, to kill that character in such a dumb, like, anticlimactic way. But yeah, I think it's a serviceable slasher film. It's a fun movie. If you can't compare it really to the original as far as atmosphere and seriousness goes. The original is a lot more bleak, just dark, atmospheric, and just, there's comedy bits in the original, but it does kind of play serious for the most part. And this one is just more fun, very of the times, very late 2000s. Just has that feel throughout it. You have like Lacey Chabert, I don't know how you say her name. I think it's Chabert. I don't know. But she's in this, and I think it's kind of funny because to me it feels like she was very much playing her Mean Girls character, just the college version. Because it's the same type of character, just like a spoiled rich girl. And she it seems like she's playing the same exact character, and I've always found that pretty humorous. The backstory is definitely ridiculous because you have Billy, who had a rare liver disease that turned his skin yellow. Now, of course, there is jaundice in real life, but in this movie, the yellow skin he has is far beyond that. It is just mustard yellow, and same with the eyeballs. And yeah, it's quite odd, but I don't really mind it. I think it's just a fun film and it fits for this movie. Obviously, the original, it would not fit, but in this film, I think it works. There's also like another plot point to it with this character of Agnes, which I find interesting because, in the original film, like, one of the things, like the obscene things that this caller keeps just saying, he keeps saying random stuff. He keeps saying, like, Agnes in the phone call, so I think it's kind of cool this movie took that and utilized it, where in the original it was just kind of something he was saying, and it didn't really go anywhere. In this film, they were like, let's just roll with that and put that as part of the backstory of Billy and the plot. So, I don't know, I like it. I feel like it's my favorite type of remake, because it takes the same concept, you have similar kills, I could see, that's arguable too, because, like, when you put similar kills into your remake, you can't help but think of the original and how they did it better. In particular, the kill with the girl in the bed and, like, the icicle or the unicorn horn kill. They do that in this movie, and it's just not as impactful or well done as the original. That's, like, probably the most iconic part of the original, so there's that. But, I still like the idea of taking the basic concept and following the same basic storyline, but changing things up a little bit, like they do. I think the Halloween remake is a good example. Maybe like My Bloody Valentine. I'm trying to think Maniac. Like that one is the perfect example of that. But this one, I think Maniac's definitely a better remake than like this one is if we're comparing remakes. But this one also captures the Christmas atmosphere pretty well, in my opinion. Very good use of lighting, just lots of purples, reds, stuff like that throughout the film that works really well. Trying to think what else. This is, like, the original was definitely slower moving, and it took me a while to really get into that movie. For years, I wasn't a big fan, and now I really enjoy it. But, when I started, like, collecting and getting into horror again, I'd watched that and didn't really see the hype. Now I like it, but I could see, like, people being bored by that one. But this one, I think, is fun, at least all the way through. Only another complaint, like, I guess would be, like, the ending. They take it to, like, a hospital, and I feel like you didn't really need to do that. And I feel like Scream 4 saw that and was like, yeah, let's do that in this movie too, because in that movie I never was a big fan of that either. It just feels like you're prolonging the film at this point. But besides all that, overall, it's got its pros and its cons, but I think it's a decent film and a good one to watch around Christmas. It's another one that I do watch around Christmas time. Like, it's not one that I watch every single year or anything like that, but I think it's worthy of the rewatch every few years. And the kills are decent, honestly. Like, they're not bad or anything like that. And the characters are kind of, they're a little forgettable. Like I said, kind of have that, they don't really have much going for them. They're all just kind of rich bitches in a way in this movie. But it's fun to watch them die and stuff like that, I guess you could say. But for Black Christmas 2006, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's good. I enjoy it, and I will continue to watch it. And I think you should too, or give it another chance. Definitely better than the piece of shit we got in, 2019, I think. Yeah, that movie was cringe central. So I think this movie is good. Like, I really do. So yeah, if you used to watch it, didn't care for it, I would say give it another chance. And yeah, that'll do it for this review, guys. Sorry, boring background, boring. I don't have the movie on me, but figured I would just do this video now because, as I say in all my videos, I am lazy and I did not feel like moving and readjusting the camera and everything. So thank you guys for joining me for day number 10, and I will see you tomorrow for day number 11.